I'm Justin Boyd.
I'm Brittany Pacheco.
And I'm Venom.
And we are the Watchers in the Basement.
Welcome to the Watchers in the Basement. We are here today to discuss the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. We've been waiting for months. The trailer apparently leaked back around Christmas time. I actually watched part of that leaked trailer. It was really horrible quality. But the real deal dropped today, and it is a brand new day for all of us. Pretty exciting stuff. So let's get right to it. I'm going to get Brittany and Frank's thoughts on the trailer while I play the trailer in the background with no sound so we don't get in trouble by Sony and Marvel and all our good friends at the motion picture industry. So
because they know us so well.
Yeah, of course they do. So as we start playing it, Frank, want to get your thoughts first. What did you think about this trailer? Your initial thoughts of it?
I loved it. It reminded me of the animated series from like '92 that ran for like 3-4 years. It seemed super grounded, very neighborhood Spider-Man like, without all the tech stuff and the Tony Stark element to it and the Avengers element to it. It seemed like a very, very grounded hero from the Amazing Spider-Man series. Man, I loved it. I mean, Tom Holland looks every bit of Spider-Man as he always does. I was so happy to see John Bernthal in the trailer as well. Like, just seeing all those like New York style elements of the heroes and villains and what we know and love from the comic books, man. It just seems like it's going to be a very, very awesome hometown Spider-Man movie. I'm very, very excited for what's to come. I must say though, man, like, I know we've gotten now 4 movies of Flash Thompson, of that guy playing Flash Thompson. He doesn't seem like a Flash Thompson to me. I don't know, like, from all the other incarnations of Spider-Man, from the cartoons and the movies, like, Flash was this jock and like this, womanizer type of guy, this athlete. Like, he does not give me that. I'm like, Zendaya, this is what you picking over Peter Parker?
No, that's not Flash. That's not Flash. That's a different.
Is that not Flash?
Yeah, it's a different guy.
Who is that?
I only know the guy. He was in a Star Wars show recently. He played.
Oh, I thought it was Flash. Okay.
No, it's a different guy. Yeah, I mean, I assume the actor, I think his name is Tony Revolvi. I think he will be in this movie, but he's not in the trailer.
Okay.
So yeah, her love interest, Zendaya's love interest, MJ's love interest is somebody, some other new character. It's a guy who's in a Star Wars show. He played the Ezra Bridger character. If you're familiar with
I was
Star
just going to
Wars.
say,
Yeah.
now that you said that, because that was, what was that show? Not Ahsoka.
We watched it.
Ahsoka? We watched it.
I think it was Ahsoka. Yeah.
It was Ahsoka. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw some other people talking about this. Some other people got kind of confused because he kind of has a similar look as that guy.
He does.
Angle. Yeah.
But all the Marvel elements, the hand, the Punisher, even part of the trailer where Spider-Man is like losing his powers and doesn't like it gave me so much of the animated series vibe from 30 years ago. And I'm really excited to see how this live action sequence comes together.
Yeah. No, it looks fun. Brittany, you're not the biggest Spider-Man fan. We've talked about this before, but what did you think about the trailer?
Yeah, considering I'm the least. Yeah, I'm just not a Spider-Man fan. No disrespect to the character or Peter Parker or anybody like that. I don't know. It's never been one of my favorite superheroes, and that's fine. No big deal. I do very much like the Tom Holland adaptation of Peter Parker Spider-Man. I think he's been fun to watch, and I'm very excited, of course, to get a new Spider-Man movie, albeit I'm not a huge fan. But I guess because of the fact that I'm not a huge fan and I have not read the comics like my fellow watcher Franklin here, I am very clueless as to who some of these villain type characters are. Of course, I know who the Punisher is. Love the Punisher. Give me more all day, every day. Yes, I said it that way. But I'm just like, okay, like I can't piece together what storyline this could be from comics, because I mean, we know that MCU does not necessarily follow one direct storyline of comics or any comics at all in some instances. So Yeah, it's curious to see how this movie picks up from the last time we saw Peter Parker, when Doctor Strange cast that spell and made everyone forget who he is, and how life has moved for Peter and for MJ, and God, I spaced out on his best friend's name. Anyway,
Ned.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm just very curious to see what happens. Cinematically, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that's never really been an issue when it comes down to these movies, period. But I have a lot of questions because I have no idea. Like the scene that's playing right here, right now, where it looks like there's some sentient, like jumping from one person to another. Is it like a Venom type situation? Is it something else? Like I'm very curious as to what is going to happen in this movie.
Yeah, I'm right there with you because this is, I mean, I'm a bit much bigger Spider-Man fan than you are, but like as far as like this trailer has so much, there's so many characters, there's so much going on, so much visually, but I still don't really know the story. And I like that. I like that. I don't really understand like what's going on totally. I mean, obviously we know the movie picks up 4 years after No Way Home, after Doctor Strange once again, did the spell. No one knows who Peter Parker. No one knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Everyone forgot who he is. We know that part of it, but as far as all the other characters, it's still kind of a mystery. I like that, but I do want to mention that this is Tom Holland. This is his fourth time playing Spider-Man in a solo film. It's his first time though with a new director. The director for this film is not John Watts, who did the previous three Spider-Man Home series. This film is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. He also did Wonder Man. So, he's becoming a big MCU director of his own. And I do like how some of the visuals are a little bit different than what we saw in the previous three movies. This movie seems a little bit darker in tone, maybe. And then like the cast members, Brittany, one of the things you touched on was the part where, you see like, it looks like someone's controlling people. It's like a mental control or something, mind control. I think part of that might be because one of the major actors in this movie, Sadie Sink, we don't see her in the trailer. Sadie Sink, if you're not familiar, she's a actress from Stranger Things. I'm not super familiar with her either. Besides that, she's been cast in this movie, and people think she's going to play Jean Grey, which sounds crazy. Like, why would you bring Jean Grey into this? But we do know the mutant saga is next after the multiverse saga ends with Secret Wars. So maybe they're going to be planting the seed for that. Also, in this trailer, you see, like we're watching right now, you see where Tom Holland loses. He's not doesn't really lose his powers, but he 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 becomes like more of a spider, right? His powers are mutating, and I wonder if he's going to be a mutant. So Frank, let me pitch it to you. What do you think about Spider-Man as a mutant? And could that be a possibility?
Technically, he's not a mutant because he wasn't born with the X gene. So I don't know if they're gonna go that route. Um, even in the comic books, he's not a mutant either. Now this is the MCU; they can go a whole nother route and say, he had an X gene the whole time, or he mutated into the X gene. I don't know, but I'll be fine. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, that would be kind of like a dope way to introduce the whole mutant saga. For sure, they do go that route, but technically he's not a mutant. But we would definitely see.
Absolutely. Brittany, you mentioned we saw the Punisher. We also saw Bruce Banner, who is in this film. He's not the Smart Hulk. The last time we saw him, he had combined the brains with the brawn. We saw him in Endgame. The last time we actually saw him was actually in She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I think the finale, one of the episodes of She-Hulk, where he had his son with him. He was still Smart Hulk form. This movie, he's not. He's a professor. Peter goes to him for some help.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna get like a backstory of how he shed the Smart Hulk identity, or are we going to find out, what happened with that, or are they just going to kind of move on?
Well, wasn't there something in She-Hulk like that kind of transpired that would explain it? I really don't remember because I don't remember She-Hulk all that well. I feel like there was some sort of explanation regarding this.
Yeah.
But I for the life of me can't recall it. She-Hulk wasn't necessarily one of my favorite shows to watch anyway, but I mean, it was entertaining, but it's just like, like whatever. No, to answer your question, I don't think we're necessarily going to get a backstory about Banner being in the present state that he's in, other than just perhaps he's learned how to control it and he chooses to stay in his Bruce Banner form as opposed to Professor Hulk or whatever the pseudonym was or what have you. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's good seeing Mark Ruffalo again, but now I'm looking at him. It's like, wow, you've really aged, bro. Like you've been doing this for a long time. You have absolutely aged, not in a bad way, but I was just like, oh wow, like he's getting up there. He's getting up there. Yeah. The thing on his wrist, I don't know if that's just as a result of course, what he did in Endgame, doing the snap, bringing everyone back, and of course we saw what that did to his arm and whatnot. I don't know if that's like the reason for him wearing this wrist brace arm thing, or if that's helping kind of maintain the gamma radiation, and keeping him at bay and staying in Bruce Banner form.
Yeah. And so, Frank, like we said, we see Bruce Banner in the trailer, but you got to think we're going to see Hulk, aka Rage Hulk, return. What are your thoughts on Hulk being involved in this story?
Yeah, it's. I think we're probably only going to get the Professor version of Hulk for the majority of this movie. I don't see him hulking out. I mean, if he does, I won't be surprised. But it just seems like there'll be a lot going on for the Spider-Man movie. For this 2.5 minute trailer that we got, it seemed like that's probably like an eighth of what the movie is. We still don't know what the plot is for the most part. We still didn't see Daredevil yet either. So that I feel like there's a lot of other elements that they're just kind of withholding, maybe to the second trailer, third trailer, maybe leading up to July. To be honest, I hope we don't get any more trailers. I think I will be fine with just one trailer and then just be surprised as fuck when the movie comes out and just unload there for us. But I am surprised to see Professor Hulk in human form. Because in She-Hulk he was in green form and he introduced a son to us, Scar. So it will be. I hope that's at least referenced. I mean, to at least kind of bridge the gap from the last time we saw him. But if they don't bridge the gap, that would be weird because how would he know?
Is it no longer canon?
Yeah, like are they just erasing everything of his origin story and kind of just starting over? Like I don't know. Like I don't know if it just jumpstarts a whole new storyline. But that was a pretty big storyline because like Scar is a big part of Hulk, and like that's kind of like the bridgeway to World War Hulk. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. And then like, how does he even know Peter Parker? And how does he even know? Like, I mean, I'm assuming he knows he's Spider-Man because they in the trailer they're talking about like.
No, I don't think
mutating,
so.
But he's mutating.
No, but I think Peter, he's gone to college. Like he hasn't gone to MIT because if you look at it, it's kind of in that freshman sort of classroom with like the
auditorium.
Auditorium. Couldn't think of the word. Thank you. Words are hard these days. But it looks like Peter is taking a class taught by Dr. Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
And Peter is probably experiencing whatever he's experiencing with his Spidey senses and what have you, and approaches Dr. Banner with his questions. And that's when Bruce is like, what's your name again? So to me, it's like that spell actually took, because literally no one knows who Peter Parker is. If he's having to ask Peter who he is when he did know him at one point in his life, then it's because the spell took. But again, I think Peter is in college somewhere else other than MIT, taking a class and therefore approaching his professor with a question.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what's happening there. But it is interesting because, I went back and looked. Hulk and Spider-Man don't really interact in the Infinity Saga. If you remember, like there's the part.
But he was at Tony's funeral.
He was. And in fact, at Tony's funeral, I watched that part today. He is Peter Parker is directly in front of Thor and Hulk, but we never see them interact. We really do. We never see those two characters come come together at all. And I mean, I think one of Banner's lines in Infinity War, he's like, "Oh, there's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man now." When he's learning about all the new characters since he's come back from Ragnarok. So I do think it's a good pairing. Obviously, Spider-Man and Hulk are two of the most famous Marvel characters of all time, two of the most popular. So I think it's cool to bring them into the storyline, but they don't have any history as far as in the Infinity Saga, except for the one scene at Tony's funeral.
I just hope, this is my fear about the whole spell thing from No Way Home. I just hope it doesn't damage the storyline of the connection of Spider-Man and Tony Stark and Spider-Man and the Avengers. Like he's such an integral part to Infinity War and Endgame. And if nobody remembers him, how are we gonna like really like how's the audience gonna connect? Like, oh, these people once knew him, and like Tony Stark once, oh, this variant, he's connected to him based on what Tony Stark did for him, years ago prior to Endgame. I just don't know if it's gonna hit as much, or does the spell get undone? I don't know. I just feel like the spell being away kind of like damages the homecoming of like Spider-Man seeing Tony Stark's face as Doom. And this is me just speculating on like the impending doom of Doomsday and come December.
Yeah.
And nobody knowing who he is as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. They may know him as Spider-Man, but like
you're right.
The connection is not gonna be as strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, but the thing is, like, people know Spider-Man, like you said, but they don't know that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. So that does add an interesting wrinkle. But I do think that what you brought up about him potentially seeing Robert Downey Jr.'s face and thinking, "Oh, it's Tony Stark," like that's more important for Peter than it is even for Doctor Doom or for Robert Downey Jr.'s character. You know what I'm saying? And then there are some rumors that we're not even going to see he's going to keep the mask on the whole movie. So we'll see. I don't know. That might, as far as the Doctor Doom, he may not unmask until the very end of the movie. He may not unmask until Secret Wars. I don't know.
I was going to say that's curious because Robert Downey had a very specific haircut during the time that they were filming Doomsday. So it's like, why would he keep that haircut if they're not going to show his face?
I don't know. I can't answer. We'll have to wait till we see the movie. Which, by the way, Avengers Doomsday is exactly 9 months from today. So I do think that the trailer coming out today, there's reasons for it. There's also the reason that next week is the start of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Last year, Season 1 was a weekly show, so I assume that Season 2 is going to be weekly. I haven't been able to find information, whether it's a binge or a weekly show.
But yeah, I don't think they've dropped anything about that.
Yeah, but that does bring up the point, Frank, you mentioned about Daredevil. Now, Daredevil, we don't see him in the trailer. I assume he's going to be in the movie. I don't know. He's got to be mentioned at some point. But there's something else in this trailer. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but there's the part where Spider-Man is given the key to the city. He's not given the key to the city by
Wilson Fisk.
He's given the key to the city by his campaign manager. That actress from Season 1, who I assume is going to be in Season 2. She's the one, Sheila Rivera. She's the one who gives Spider-Man the key to the city. So I know people online are speculating like, oh, is this a spoiler for Season 2? Like, is Fisk gonna be out of office? Is he gonna die or something? Like, I don't know. It kind of leaves open interpretation for what could be. Like, is this show is the movie super connected to the show, or is the show kind of on its own in a way where it's like the characters are the same characters that are in the movie, they're in the show, but they're not following the storyline,
I want
used to.
I want to say it's going to be that because we've already seen Matt Murdock in the previous Spider-Man movie, representing Peter, right, during that whole ordeal.
No way home, yeah.
But we never saw Matt Murdock as Daredevil, and I think trying to bridge all these characters and storylines into this one universe is like it's been successfully done before. Now, the way that Marvel has had its hiccups and setbacks and things like that, I don't think it's wise to try and forcefully bring all these storylines together in movies. Like keep things separate at this point. It's if you don't have the good writing, don't force it. You know what I mean? We've seen what's happened with really bad writing and trying to force something happen and it doesn't.
That's gonna be so hard though. Like New York City. Like from what we saw in Daredevil season 1, New York is under siege now. Kingpin is running New York, like with his goons. Like I don't know how you not show that element. I mean, Punisher's gonna be in the movie, so like, how can you have Punisher after what we saw in Daredevil season 1, but not Kingpin, who is now the acting mayor? Who he's the mayor now.
Right.
Like I just find that hard to like not
unless
be able to blend the two.
Unless something happens in season 2 before the movie comes out, and that's
True.
That takes them off
Could
the
be
board.
in jail.
I mean,
Yeah,
it could be in jail. Yeah, maybe Daredevil's in jail also. Who knows?
I mean, but like Doctor Strange has been in New York too. Like, you know, I mean, we've already seen him once before with Spider-Man. Like, why wouldn't he make another appearance again? Why would he let things happen in New York?
I mean, a pretty big event happened in New York in Thunderbolts also. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. You can't necessarily incorporate everyone.
Yeah.
Period. All the time.
But there have been references like the Chitauri here in New York. That was references in Daredevil and references in other shows as well. Like those big events, even though it wasn't like
fine. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying like when you're trying to forcefully like bring in every single body, like that's difficult. That's difficult.
But for a Spider-Man character, Kingpin is such a centralized villain for Spider-Man. It's not like we're talking about, you know, some random. He's a spot like he is much a Spider-Man villain, Spider-Man arch nemesis as Daredevil, if not more. And I just feel like he's such a, and the actor's great who plays Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio is awesome. Like, just for the streets, for the hood, like we got to see a Kingpin Spider-Man crosshairs. You know, please, like that's one of the biggest arch enemy connections in Marvel. Those two elements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of villains, we don't see him in the trailer, but Tombstone is going to be in this movie. The part's been cast. Marvin Jones III plays Tombstone, and so it's interesting. Like, I think if you saw a picture of him.
No. I don't know any of these characters. Is my point.
Yeah.
Like who?
Oh, Tombstone. Yeah, Lonnie Lincoln. Yeah.
Mike Jones. I don't know.
Gotta watch the Spider-Man animated shows. I mean, Tombstone has a big part in the first season of My Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So
you say Tombstone, and I think Kurt Russell. Yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
Or frozen pizza. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. Yeah.
No, that too.
No, but we also have Michael Mando returning as a Scorpion. We saw Scorpion not briefly, but he was in Homecoming. But now he's actually, remember he goes to prison and he encounters Michael Keaton's character, and he asks Michael Keaton who's Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. That's like at the very end.
Right.
Like, was that a post credit?
I don't know if it's at the end of the movie. I'm not sure. But he never dons the Scorpion costume, but obviously we see him in the trailer. Yeah, we see him in the trailer. That's pretty cool.
And then the group of people that are in red, we see them launching. Is that the hand?
Yeah.
That's the hand. Yeah. It's the hand.
Like, wait. Are we talking Iron Fist hand?
Daredevil hand, Iron Fist hand.
Daredevil hand, Iron Fist.
The dead ninjas. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! Here we go.
That's how I was surprised not to see Daredevil, because I'm like, the hands in it. You know, Punisher showcases in the trailer, but not Daredevil.
Real quick, y'all, I want to give a shout out to Carolyn DJ, who's in our chat today. Thank you so much for being here and hanging in there while we went through a bit of a blip earlier.
I don't think
we won't do that again.
Yeah, Sony didn't love the fact that we were showing the trailer, even though we didn't have the sound on. Some studios are okay with it, some of them are not. Obviously, Sony is very much not okay with that. So lesson learned.
But Carolyn says a fantastic trailer it is, so much so that Tom Holland celebrated it with fans on top of a building. #Excelsior.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Speaking of Tom Holland on the top of high things, the opening shot of this trailer is really cool. Like where he's on his phone watching.
My vertigo though.
Yeah, watching clips of Ned and MJ, and then he jumps off, and then you see like the inside of his mask. Like that was a cool shot. Like that's some cool stuff. I like the suit. obviously we saw him make the suit on his own at the end of No Way Home. So like Frank mentioned, he's not high teched out Tony Stark Jr. kind of stuff. He's got his own suit, cloth
Which I
suit
love, by
looks
the way.
like.
I love that.
What's that? Yeah,
I love
me
that, by
too.
the way. I love
Me
how
too.
they're going back to the old school suit.
And we've always known that Tom Holland's Spider-Man uses he has mechanical web shooters, but it seems like in this movie he's gonna have organic web shooters because that's part of his like possible transformation. And the only other Spider-Man that had the organic were Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man, which we also saw in No Way Home. So that's gonna be strange for Tom, or for Tom's Peter to go from the mechanical web shooters to the organic. Frank, which one do you prefer? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter to me. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I thought was kind of cool because I never really seen that before. Because in the comic books, he uses the mechanical web shooters. So that was kind of cool to see that organically he could produce that from his body. Even the reference of Garfield's character, like, so is that, I forgot, is that the only place you shoot it out of, or I thought that was a funny reference in regards to the web shooters. But no, I mean, I'm cool either way. I mean, as long as he's shooting webs, that's all I care about. That didn't sound right, but yeah.
So piggybacking off of Frank, because yes, when you're listening to the voiceover of the evolution that is occurring, it seems with Peter, I was very confused. Is that Bruce Banner voiceover or is that Lawrence Fishburne? Because I was like, why does this sound like Lawrence Fishburne to me? And how is he incorporated into this movie? But when you hear about what happens with spiders and how they evolve, it's basically, you either you survive or you don't. And there's a sense of like a rebirth in a way, which is kind of funny, talking about Daredevil, and it's like, born again, and then you have a spider rebirth. But with the idea that Peter Parker will be able to organically produce his own web shooters or whatever, I do have to beg the question: does it come out of his butt? Because that's where spiders' web come out of. Okay, like I have questions. It wasn't coming from his wrists.
Yeah.
And he's about to fall off this building, and then he's able to like hold on to some web. Where did it come from? Is it his tushy?
That's the hard-hitting stuff you get from the Watchers in the Basement. We really get to the bottom of it.
No pun intended, bottom.
Yeah. Brittany, I don't know. I've watched a lot of stuff about this movie today, and no one's brought that up. So I think you win the internet today because, I mean,
there's my master's degree.
There you go.
Coming through, y'all. I am very analytical.
Yeah, you're
very analytical.
You got it.
Investigative journalism at its best, guys.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's like I'm watching it and I'm like, if that's coming out of his tushy, I swear.
So
by the way, shirtless Tom Holland, Zendaya, you go, girl. Yes, you do. Brava.
I wonder if they ever role play Mary Jane Spider-Man at home. I just wonder. I just wonder. Like, it just seems like it just be too obvious, right? Like I would think so. I would if I was Tom, but
What if they role play, but it's reverse roles? She's Spider-Man and he's MJ.
Oh.
And then they do the upside down Tobey Maguire kiss.
I can get into that.
Oh my God. Anyway.
So there's no great transition from that to anything else I want to talk about.
Okay, no. But actually answer this question for me. It's not the tushy question. Yeah. That voiceover, is that supposed to be Bruce Banner or is that Lawrence Fishburne? Am I crazy thinking it's Lawrence Fishburne?
It's not Lawrence Fishburne. It might be Tramell Tillman, who's in the movie. He is. They show the character. He's basically one of those Department of Defense or the DODC or whatever.
Yes.
Or it could be Tombstone. Now I'm not sure why he would know everything about spiders, but it could be him. In fact, I think based on the voice, it probably is him.
It's just the cadence of his speech was very reminiscent of Lawrence Fishburne, and having most recently rewatched John Wick, you get that voice stuck in your head, and that's what was on my mind.
Yeah, but I do want to mention again. I go back to the Sadie Sink of it. She, her character in the leak trailer that came out around the holidays. Her character has a quote, and I saw this all over online a few months ago, where she says, "Stay out of my way, or it won't just be your friends who don't remember Peter Parker," which makes her sound like she might be a villain. She might be a Spider-Man villain, a female Spider-Man villain, or she's Jean Grey and she's in the wrong universe. I don't know, but I'm really interested to see who that character is, because obviously they don't show her in this trailer, except for maybe she's the person they show with their hands out. Like she has like a jacket, maybe a hoodie on. They show the back of the character. I don't know if y'all remember that part from the trailer, but there's a part
you must have watched this frame by frame, because I have no recollection of what you're speaking about.
Next time you see it, you'll notice what I'm talking about. There's a person, they don't show their face. They're in a jacket, maybe like a hoodie. It's hard to tell because it's dark. It looks like they're in Peter's like lab or his room or something, and that person's there with their hands outstretched. It looks like probably a woman. You know, it's like dressed like maybe a man, but it's probably a woman. So we'll see about that. And also there's I know y'all don't really watch The Bear, but Liza Colón-Zayas, she's also been cast in this movie, and there are rumors that she's been cast to play Miles Morales' mother. Now that's just rumor, but we don't see her in this trailer, and that would be an interesting wrinkle, given that we're headed toward Doomsday and then Secret Wars in December of 2027. So there might be a way that we get a Miles Morales into the MCU sooner than people think.
Well, another rumor I saw too online is the kid from Stranger Things is supposed to be playing Miles Morales. He's been working out, and he's jacked now. Like
I've seen those videos as well.
Yeah, so
doing like these flips and all these things.
Yeah,
like,
he's doing all these acrobats online now. Like it just seems. I don't know if you're just fucking with us, with the Marvel fandom, but there's been rumors that he might be, tabbed to play the live action Miles Morales.
Yeah, no, I mean that's why I think this is a great trailer, because listen, almost everybody who saw this trailer today, they're going to go see this movie, and almost none of us know what's happening. We have no clue what's going to happen with the storyline. It could go a multitude of ways, and that's a great trailer. Again, I'm sure we're going to get a second and third trailer that'll probably be more plot focused, which I don't really like those, because they end up basically mapping out the movie where you're like, oh, this happens, and then this happens, and this happens. So,
and they show all the best parts before you even get to see the full feature film.
So I don't know. This movie looks pretty good.
The last 3 Tom Holland movies have made $1 billion each, right?
The first one didn't. It made like 800 and something. In fact, I have the numbers here. The Spider-Man Homecoming made 880 million.
Okay.
And then Far From Home made 1.1 billion. Spider-Man No Way Home made 1.9 billion. It almost made 2 billion. So,
I'm probably saying the obvious, but Tom Holland should be getting paid Robert Downey money. Because if he's turning in solo films $1 billion a piece, and this is gonna make $1 billion too.
Yeah, this one
as well. So if Tom Holland has 3 $1 billion movies on his resume, he needs to. And I know right after No Way Home, he ain't getting a tip, but he's renegotiating his contract with Marvel / Sony. He needs to be up he needs to be up there in the $30 million range. He's churning out $1 billion movies now. I mean, even Garfield wasn't doing that, in 2 movies he was in.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the first $1 billion Spider-Man movie was Far From Home. So
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm him, show me the motherfucking money, bro. I'm carrying this motherfucking franchise, and I'm bringing in a Billy every time I put on that red suit.
Yeah, the one counterpoint I would say is that he is playing the most popular superhero in the world. So I'm not saying anybody could do it, but I think a lot of people maybe could do
it. Under his watch, it's the first he's made the first $1 billion movie. I mean, and he is, and people and with Garfield, there was mixed reviews of the Amazing Spider-Man. I liked it. You liked it, Justin. There was mixed reviews, right?
Yeah.
The last Tobey Maguire movie, Spider-Man 3, it was mixed reviews. All 3 Spider-Man movies thus far for Tom Holland have been people have loved them. He's flipped the script as far as there's no like, it's not polarizing. People love this dude, and like,
right.
I if I'm Tom, I'm like, I bring it to the table. Like, look, man, like I'm doing shit that no other Spider-Man has done before me. Like, you need to pay up, and best believe this is gonna make bread. I mean, I won't be surprised if it's 1.5 or more. It's gonna, people are gonna be excited for this movie.
This is the biggest movie this summer. Yeah, no question.
And let us thank Tom Holland for his ballet training that gave him the edge over Timothée Chalamet for being cast as Spider-Man.
Oh, Timothée Chalamet was in the talks of being Spider-Man back in the day?
He was auditioning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And also the kid from, I don't know if y'all seen this movie. I've actually never seen the movie, but the movie called Ender's Game. The bald head. That kid was also in the running.
Asa Butterfield.
Yeah.
I can see him. I can see him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he grew like that in Ender's Game. It was sick. It was like, sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. He went from being like my height to like Justin's height while filming that movie. It was crazy.
But I mean, Tom Holland, to his credit, I think he is the best Spider-Man. The only criticism I ever hear about the Homecoming or the Spider-Man Home series is that people think there's too much Tony Stark. That there's too much influence of Stark, which I think is like, I get that, but also it's like, think about it. They're bringing this character into the MCU. The character that started the MCU is Iron Man, Tony Stark. Like, it just makes sense to make Tony the mentor, to make Peter the pupil. Like, it was actually brilliant. Like, it's like story-wise, it worked really well. Now, for Spider-Man reasons, maybe it wasn't the best because, he had all this high-tech stuff, but they're kind of, now they're fixing that. They're going back to like, again, the cloth suit.
Yeah,
he's actually he's more of a grounded Spider-Man if that's possible. So,
but in the comic books, Civil War, Tony played a pivotal role in Spider-Man coming out as Peter Parker, right? Or Peter Parker coming out as Spider-Man, like that was in the comic book. So, like, I thought it was a good idea to have your biggest Marvel star coincide with Tom Holland in the first couple movies.
Yeah, I mean, if you count Tom Holland's other appearances as Spider-Man, he appeared in Civil War, 1.1 billion. He appeared in Avengers Infinity War, 2 billion. Avengers Endgame, 2.8 billion. So, only the highest grossing movies of all time, basically. Those are his movies. That's his resume from the MCU. So
he's not surpassed if he keeps going at this rate. And let's say Tom Holland metamorphs into a box office actor outside of Spider-Man. I mean, that's for $6 billion worth of movies that he's been in. He might surpass Samuel Jackson if he ever gets to that other level of stardom.
Well, you know who the highest grossing actor is?
If it's not Samuel, it's old girl from Avatar, probably.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, I was like Gamora. Who's the Gamora actor?
Gamora.
Zoe Saldana.
You know who's second place right now?
Is it Samuel?
No. Another Avengers actor or actress.
Don't say Gwyneth Paltrow.
No.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yep, ScarJo. Yep.
And she's about to be in that exorcism movie with another Marvel actor that's directed by Mike Flanagan.
She's also going to be in the Batman Part 2 with Sebastian Stan, who's also going to be in that movie. But that's not until 2027, but still. So I think she's going for that box office crown, I think. And then I'm sure she'll have another Jurassic World movie coming out at some point too.
God.
So,
and then Tom Holland's going to be in the Christopher Nolan Odyssey movie that's coming out very soon with Zendaya.
Yep. So is John Bernthal too.
John Bernthal as well. Yeah. So I mean, this kid got something.
It's gonna be a big summer.
He's doing a good job of picking roles and aligning himself with big time directors. Like Christopher Nolan is big shit. So to be in an Odyssey movie with him and John Bernthal and Matt fucking Damon, like that's you align yourself. Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that y'all want to mention?
I do. I want to ask the question to both you and Britt. So Roger Kingsley, aka Ned Leeds, in the comic books, he becomes Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin, yes, I know that.
Do you think we go that route in the MCU with Ned? No,
I don't think so either.
I'm going to go with no.
Yeah,
I have no supporting evidence to give, but I'm going to go with no.
I don't. Well, I'll put it this way. I don't. If it does happen, it won't happen in this movie.
The reason I asked because he does make a little playful joke about it in No Way Home, saying like, you know, I would never, you know, turn my back on you, try to kill you. When I saw that, I was like,
And he was also wearing colors that resemble Hobgoblin. Yeah, I remember. Exactly. I remember seeing all that. It could foreshadow. I'm not saying it couldn't.
Well,
but from this trailer, we didn't see hardly any interaction between Ned and Peter. I don't know. How do you tell that story, right? Beyond this movie, and then if this movie characters bridge into Doomsday or Secret Wars, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you tell that story?
Yeah, and the scene you're mentioning, that's a scene where both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are talking about the Harry Osborns of their universe, their universes. So that's part of the joke. But I mean, yeah, that definitely could happen at some point. I don't see it happening in this movie because this movie's already got a billion things happening. I think that would just be like, you know, one too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it won't happen.
Yeah.
And he looks smaller in that movie, didn't he? In the trailer, Ned, the guy plays Ned.
Yeah, he's lost weight.
He's lost weight. Yeah. The actor has definitely lost weight. I'm not sure if there was like a health concern that attributed to it, but yes, he definitely has lost weight.
Yeah, good on him. So Spider-Man Brand New Day hits theaters July 31st this summer. We will definitely be talking about it. It's going to be the 38th film in the MCU. It's once again the 4th film in Tom Holland series. So
crazy.
Can't wait for that. As far as what's next for the MCU, next week we get we get Daredevil Born Again season 2. I gotta say I'm not looking forward to it, but it's got to be better than season 1. I'll say that. So, what's the hype level, Brittany, for Born Again season 2?
Man, I am treading lightly, honestly, because I was so excited when the new series was announced, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna get Matt Murdock back. We're gonna get Charlie Cox, you know, doing what he does so well as Daredevil, right? Like he puts everything into it. And then just the very first few episodes of Born Again was like, this is not what I remember. Yeah. And I was disappointed for sure. I've heard that season 2 ups the ante, you know, with the level of like violence and the storyline and what have you. I am treading lightly. I don't want to set myself up for disappointment because I already did once with Daredevil. I'm sure Frank probably feels very similar because it was because of Frank that I got onto the Netflix version of Daredevil. And that's what I want. I want that back.
Yeah, I have to mirror what Brittany's saying. I'm treading super lightly. You're not gonna get me this time with a lot of excitement like it was for season 1 trailer. I know this new character. I know, you know, part of the Defenders are back, and you know this
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. It's just the writing for me. I don't care how many people you bring back. If the writing's not good and doesn't make sense, then no character or no actor or actress is gonna save bad writing. So
yeah, I
don't know. I mean, hopefully it is better. I mean, it won't. You don't have a high ceiling to surpass season 1. So I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna watch it, and
same.
I'll be down to pod with you guys if it comes to it. I just, like Brittany said, I'm treading lightly as well.
Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna do like a season wrap up because I mean, I really last year that's probably my biggest disappointment was that series. And if you remember last season, on the first season of Born Again, it was 2 creative teams. It's like a Frankenstein of a show where it's like they start out with one group and they're like, oh no, this is not good. Let's let this other group come in and take over. And the second
what
group,
a mess.
They're doing all of season 2. So maybe it'll be more consistent if nothing else. And maybe that'll make it better.
It's funny because Tristan loved it. Like he was like the one person out of the group that loved the season. He loved everything about it.
That's right.
I liked the one episode where Matt Murdock was stuck in the bank. The bank episode to me was just like a bottle episode that could be, you don't have to know anything about the story. Yeah. It's just him without his costume having to be Daredevil and making it work. So that was good. The rest of the season was just kind of.
I low-key forgot about that episode.
Yeah, I did too. And it was a good episode. It was really
right.
But I think it was like the only episode that wasn't a part of the storyline, though.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I liked it, because I thought the storyline wasn't that great, but the one that was like by itself was my favorite. As far as after that, there's another Spider-Man related series coming out on MGM Plus and also Amazon Prime. On May 27th, we get Spider Noir, starring Nicolas Cage, where he's not playing the Spider Noir character he played in the Spider-Verse movies, but he's playing a different version of the Spider Noir character. Apparently, it's going to be a binge drop. I think we'll probably talk about it. What's the interest level for that?
I can't get past that they got Ghost Rider to be Spider-Man Noir.
I'm just with certain actors, I'm just kind of like at a point where I'm just kind of over them. Like Nicolas Cage, Tom Cruise, these guys on that short list of actors. I'm like, I'm good. I've seen a lot of you over my childhood. I'm fine. I'm good.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm interested, but I think it's weird how it's called Spider Noir. Like, why is it not called Spider-Man Noir? And it makes me think of like those weird movies we watched the last couple of years where it was Morbius or it was Madam Web or it was
I like Morbius.
Well, I mean, Morbius is like the Dark Knight compared to what's it called? The one with Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I was gonna say Kraken.
Craven?
I was like, wait, no, Craven.
Craven. Oh my gosh.
That was rough.
Where it almost seemed like those movies weren't allowed to say Spider-Man. It was like they were going to be
weird.
Maybe they're going to take down the movie like they took down the stream for us today. I don't know. That's what it was. But
Lord.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
Just hire Garfield and just put him in the middle of that universe. Just give us a Spider-Man to like
exactly.
I'm sure Andrew will be just fine being employed. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Well,
he's not doing anything else.
Well, to me, that's the thing. Like I've talked about this a million times, but after No Way Home and the massive success of that movie, they should have like had like a Tobey Maguire movie come out, and then like the next year had an Andrew Garfield movie come out.
Yeah,
and then
I
you
agree.
could lead, because I mean, we didn't talk about this, but there's probably a chance we're going to see those guys again. If not in this movie, we're going to see them in Secret Wars, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and I would think that Sony would want to have them in their movie and not share them with Marvel in in Secret Wars, even though it makes more sense in Secret Wars. So to me, like the fact that they didn't make those movies, that's just money they left on the table, because those would have been billion-dollar movies.
No, I mean, I hear you, man, but I'd rather just keep making movies like Craven, Madam Web, and Morbius, and just do that and not have a Spider-Man. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
Yeah, no, it worked really well. It worked really well. Yeah, yeah, because we all watched all those movies and we enjoyed every second of them. And
listen, I like Morbius. I'm okay with not having seen it in theaters, but I like Morbius fine. I refuse to watch Madam Web because y'all said it was bad. I'm not going to waste my time. I
haven't watched it because Justin and Marcy swore how bad it was.
No. I know.
I'm like, I'm
not. No,
wasting
Justin, you can't defend this. You can't
waste my time.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying it's fun. At least it's like fun bad where you like can laugh because it's unintentionally fun. No. It's unintentionally funny, whereas Craven is just bad. And then like
the first 8 minutes of Craven was fine. It was good.
Right.
It just
unfortunately, it was like a 2 hour and 12-minute movie or whatever, and the rest of it was not good.
Is Craven worse than Venom 3?
No, Venom 3 is the worst for me.
I haven't seen Venom 3, so I don't know.
I started Venom 3 on the plane, and I got to the part where like he's riding the horses, the Venom horse, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm good.
Wait, there's a Venom horse?
Yeah, like he's stuck out. He's on the run. The government's trying to get him, and like he's on the run, and like Venom he's riding the horse, and like Venom, the symbiote takes over the horse, and the horse turns into Venom, and he starts like flying into the sky, like flying across the sky and shit. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous.
What in the Pegasus?
Huh?
I was like, what in the Pegasus?
I don't know. It was that's when I got off. I'm like, I'm good. I think I turned on Avengers Infinity War after that on the plane. I'm like, I'm good.
Okay, let's talk about other movies. Going back to the chat here from Carolyn, who asks, "Is No Way Home your favorite Spider-Man movie? Into the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man 2?"
Great question, Frank.
So of those three,
damn good question. Fuck.
the emphasis.
Or is it Across the Spider-Verse? That's a pretty good one too.
No. We're sticking with the three choices that are.
No, but I mean, Into the Spider-Verse.
No, Justin. We're gonna go with these three. Don't make it complicated.
Okay.
Jeez.
I will. No more freestyling. Okay, we're gonna
No
go
more freestyling. Stick to
Very
the script.
strict. Okay.
Into the Spider-Verse for me, man. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. No Way Home is like right on its heels, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go No Way Home because I like live action more than animation. But I will say as a caveat, like Into the Spider-Verse is like unlike any movie I've ever seen. Like it looks incredible. And that's also Across the Spider-Verse is pretty incredible too. That's why like to me it's so hard to pick between those movies. Like they're both so good.
But you threw in that movie when that wasn't even an option.
It's
you made it difficult on your own accord. You goof.
What is your answer, Brittany?
I missed you guys, man.
You haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, so
right. So I'm not going to choose that at all. Just like I'm not going to choose Across the Spider-Verse because I haven't seen that one at all.
Okay. I won't even mention Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is supposedly coming out in 2027. Continue.
Sure. It's going to be No Way Home for me.
Yeah.
It's for sure No Way Home. That movie I thought was extremely well done. And because also I am a Doctor Strange fan, wearing the shirt today, in the comic book form. So
there you go.
We got to represent.
That's cool.
So yeah.
Cumberbitch, right? Is that his
Cumberbitch. Cumberbitch.
Yeah.
He wanted to call it a Cumber Collective. But yes, we are. I identify as a Cumberbitch. I identify as a bitch in general, but Cumberbitch also works.
Now, we'll say this. It's quite confusing that Sony dropped two gems as Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, and that same studio made Cretton and Venom 3. It's amazing. I don't understand it.
Not the same people, though. Different.
Not the same people. Yeah.
But same company, right? Sony, right?
Same company, but not the same people. Like not the same like,
writers. Not the same
not the director.
team.
Yeah.
But still, Sony's a multi-billion-dollar company, and you churn out out of that factory two gems of animated movies, and then just Madam Web. Yeah. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
So the directing team of Lord and Miller made Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. They also made a movie called Project Hail Mary, which I'm going to see tomorrow night. It's getting like rave reviews. So I think they're good at their job. I'll just put it that way. Like they're pretty good at what they do. But let's talk about Spider-Man 2 real quick. Like because Spider-Man 2 before the MCU and before probably The Dark Knight, I think Spider-Man 2 was widely regarded as the greatest superhero movie of all time.
That's the one with Doc Oz, right?
Doc Ock, yeah.
Doc Ock. I always say Doc Oz.
Yeah.
Doc. The world we live in. I don't remember these movies that well to give an opinion in this very moment. I mean, I've seen the first one the most. I'm
just saying, like, of all the so we're talking about like Superman, 1978 to Spider-Man 2, I think came out in 2002 or 3, yeah.
So in that time span, we have Blade 1,
2004.
Blade 2.
2004, okay. So you got the Michael Keaton Batman movies, you got the other Batman movies, you got the 4 Christopher Reeve Superman movies.
Yep.
You've got some Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans. X-Men movies.
Yep. Blade movies.
I think Spider-Man 2 of that class is the best. With Superman, the first Superman being probably number 2, and Batman 89 being like number 3.
I do like Batman 89.
I'm gonna have to agree. I can't. Yeah, I mean, My second to that will probably be Batman 1, and that's 89 Batman. But we're talking about what, 15 years apart? Like it's yeah. I have to say Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
but the first Spider-Man's great too. So
it's great too. It's good too.
It's
You're right.
too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to. I know, no, I lied. Spider-Man 1, because Spider-Man 1 really launches the new phase of like superhero movies and what they look like. And Spider-Man 2 is like a step up from that, spawn from that. Yeah. Spider-Man 1 really like showed me what the graphics and like CGI, what that could look like moving forward. So
yeah, no, I
Spider-Man
agree.
1 for me.
No, I think you nailed it, because you're right. Spider-Man 1 definitely took it to a whole new level, because by then we already had the first X-Men movie, which was good, but like, I don't know. Like I watched that movie again a couple years ago when we were getting ready for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like I didn't love it.
It didn't age well.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
Hey, Brittany, you're singing that. Frank, what movie is that from?
Spider-Man 2?
Bruh.
Spider-Man 1.
Oh, Spider-Man 1. Oh.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Isn't that from that band that everybody hates, but it has like the biggest hits of the 2000s?
Well, okay, it's not necessarily the band, but it's the lead singer from the band that everybody hates. Yeah, it's Chad Kroeger.
Why do they hate him so much? I never understood that.
Because he's successful. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because people think like, well, they're a popular rock band. Their songs are similar. They're very formulaic, but that's kind of like music in general.
And they're successful. Okay.
But yeah, what I'm saying is that happens all the time. Like,
I like Nickelback. Okay, I've seen them in concert a couple times. They're great.
But the online hate is crazy for them.
It is.
I never understood it.
Yeah. That reminds me. My dad had a joke about Nickelback one time. We were listening to them while eating at a restaurant. He's like, "Who's that playing?" I go, "Oh, that's Nickelback." He goes, "Oh, I thought it was Dime."
That's pretty good. That's
pretty
good.
His heart. Bless his heart.
Oh man, that's pretty good actually.
Speaking of great superhero movies, legendary superhero movies, do y'all know what happened 5 years ago today?
That will put us back at 2021.
2021. I'll let you know.
Superhero movies.
Here we go. No. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zack Snyder's Justice League dropped on HBO Max.
God almighty.
4 hours and 2 minutes of superhero goodness. We are not going to be talking about that.
Thank God.
However,
Brittany.
Okay, let's pump the brakes for a second, because
next Wednesday,
March 25th, is the 10-year anniversary of another Zack Snyder movie, arguably the most talked about superhero movie of all time.
Only because you keep talking about it.
That would be no. I'm not that big of a fan of the movie, honestly.
But you won't stop talking about it.
Let me introduce the damn movie, and then you can talk about it. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Next Wednesday, we're gonna do our 10th anniversary discussion about a true classic, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, Brittany, I know you know this, but there is a theatrical cut that's 2 hours and 32 minutes, and there's a Ultimate Edition that's 3 hours and 3 minutes. I know you're watching both this weekend to get ready, but
Sorry, I have a life.
If you want me to tell you, like, I would recommend the Ultimate Edition because it's a better movie. It really is. It does that 30 minutes. Magnifico. Magnifico. No, trust me. I have a lot of thoughts in that movie. I could write.
I know, because you won't stop talking about this fucking movie.
Oh man.
And if y'all join us next week so we can talk about this movie, you can hear Justin talk nonstop about this damn movie.
I have so many grievances with that movie. It's ridiculous.
Yet you want to talk about it.
Because I gotta get it off my chest.
I think it's been a decade since that movie came out. That's crazy.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
And I have not gotten
it,
back the time that I have lost watching these two
Oh.
Snyder movies, which is crazy because I very much enjoyed 300, right? I know that's a Zack Snyder film. Phenomenal movie. So good. These, trash.
you know, when Zack Snyder, if you told somebody like Zack Snyder in 300, you're like, 300 minutes? And it's like challenge accepted. Here we go.
Oh god. At least all those guys were like shirtless and it was great.
I have a theory about Zack Snyder, man, and
that he likes to waste our time. Yes, your theory is correct.
that too. It pains me to say this. You know how a director, the stars align and like everything comes together and they create a masterpiece that's remembered for decades, generations, right?
Right.
I'm starting to think that 300 was a blimp on the radar of just luck because the stuff that he's produced and put out there hasn't even come close to average. Like it's like when you think of Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight, when you think of John Watts, Spider-Man, when you think of like the Russo brothers, Avengers, Captain America, they just have hits on top of hits on top of hits.
Yeah.
And when I think Zack Snyder, I'm like, dude, 300 was 21 years ago now. Like this is 2 decades ago, and I haven't enjoyed a single solitary Zack Snyder project since then.
No, you did.
Wait. You mean you did
Man of Steel? You like Man of Steel?
No,
No.
I do love Man of Steel. I do love Man of Steel. Okay, I'm sorry, Man of Steel.
You mean to tell me you did not enjoy Rebel Moon?
Rebel Moon? What is that? What is that?
Trash. It is a wannabe Star Wars movie.
Oh, is it?
Didn't he also do Watchmen?
Yeah, Watchmen's pretty good.
Watchmen, Army of the Dead.
The TV show Watchmen he did?
No, he did
the movie.
Oh, I never seen the movie.
The movie.
No, the movie's good. Yeah, I mean the movie. I mean the complaint people have about the movie is like basically he just took the comic book and made the comic book into the movie, which it's funny because a lot of people like want that to happen. So it's like
right?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, I joke about it a lot, but I do like the Snyder Cut. I think it's a good movie. I think it's way too long.
I will never ever forgive you for the fact that I lost 4 hours of my life that I can never get back.
I'm telling you, Justin, if it wasn't for COVID, I would have never watched that movie. Like I had nothing else to do.
That's like Army of the Dead. That was another one.
I don't think I finished that movie either. I remember watching part of it and I fell asleep on the rest of it. I did the part with you guys, but I never finished it. It was just so long. But no, Man of Steel was good, but Man of Steel wasn't groundbreaking like 300. Like he hasn't had a groundbreaking like 300. He introduced the slow motion fight scenes, the painting camera. Like he introduced a lot of like things that even in today's studios that people use, like the Game of Thrones, the Battle of the Bastards scene where Jon is fighting is that long one shot. That's from 300. Like, that was highly like motivated by 300. Like so many action sequences are from 300 now, and it's like, dude, like you should be in the Hollywood Walk of Fame just for that idea of how you created that Greek mythology into such a legendary feature film, and like he hasn't had anything to come close to that. And it's almost like, bro, was it just a blip on the radar? You just hit luck, like lightning.
100%.
Lightning one strike twice.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
2 words: Gerard Butler. Yes, that's why.
I think he's talented. Like, I mean, his movies look great. I mean, Batman vs Superman looks amazing. Like,
it does.
It's funny because like obviously the same year, almost around the same time, Captain America: Civil War came out. Captain America: Civil War, much better movie, no question. But visually, Batman vs Superman looks a lot better. Like I watched that movie just the other day. It looks a lot better. Like it looks better than all the movies that come out nowadays. Like that's a good looking movie. Not the greatest, like, story. Like he just needed to find a really good editor, and he needed to find a really good like writing partner or a really good like creative person who could weave the story in and out, because that's what his move like. there's holes in Batman vs Superman. If you join us next week, I will break it down because I've got a list.
Didn't Christopher Nolan work with him on some projects too?
Well, Nolan was an executive producer on Man of Steel.
Okay, Man of Steel.
Because the idea was, Nolan finished up his trilogy. Warner Brothers was like, "Oh man, we need you to keep going. Like, what's the next thing? Let's do a Superman movie, right?" So then, but he was like, "I don't want to direct it," so they hired Zack Snyder to direct it. And I think Nolan maybe had some things to he wanted to mention. He had some points to get across to Zack Snyder, but I don't think the finished product had a whole lot of Nolan fingerprints on it. I think it was a Zack Snyder movie. So,
thank God.
Well, just wait. Both of y'all need to watch that movie. Watch Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition.
Nope.
To prepare.
Nope.
Just watch 30 minutes a day. Just make it a TV show. Binge it. Just like
I'd rather jack off a sign paper. Can't do it. I can't. That movie is so bad. That movie is terribly bad. It's not even funny bad. It's just
it's bad.
It's just bad. Like
it's bad.
Those movies are tough for me with Man of Steel and BVS. Like, Snyder Cut, I legitimately think is good, but the other two movies, I have a lot of problems with those movies. So again,
you mean Martha? Do you have a problem with Martha? Is that your problem with Martha?
Yeah, but I'll explain it because it's not as dumb as it. I mean, it's dumb, but they could have made it a lot better with one simple change. There's a lot of simple stuff that could have made it work. But again, getting ahead of ourselves. That's next week, right? We're all, and I implore the audience to savor every moment. Watch BVS. both watch both editions. Compare and contrast. Because if you, I'm not kidding. If you watch both editions, you're gonna be like, wow, the theatrical cut is way worse than the Ultimate Edition.
Good Lord. Why do we need to watch it? You've already told us. So
what I'm saying is a lot of people only saw the theatrical cut, understandably, right? There's parts in that movie that it doesn't make sense without the context that they added back in.
You mean the context that was in the 4-hour-long movie that I'm never gonna get time back from because that was not needed.
Okay. We're not here to rip apart the Snyder Cut. We're here to discuss.
I am. You opened that door, week. Buddy. I walked on through, okay? And closed the door behind me.
It wasn't a door, it was a boom tube, okay? You didn't watch the movie, clearly.
It's so sad.
You clearly have no respect for me.
Great. It's so good. I'm like, how can y'all not put the same energy y'all do in your cartoons into your movies?
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it next week. But is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here?
The only other thing, going back to talking about what we're here for, Spider-Man Brand New Day, the fact that the timeline, from the official synopsis that I've read, says that this takes place 4 years after the events of No Way Home.
Yep.
Which is kind of curious because it's what that first clip that we see of Peter watching whatever he's watching of MJ and Ned saying that it's our first day at MIT. And it's wait, does it actually pick up 4 years after the events? Because they were graduating high school. Why would they wait 4 years to go to MIT? Does that make sense? Am I making any sense?
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good.
Unless it's it's picking up from that moment, and then we actually catch up with him and such 4 years later, and really pick up the story. You see what I'm saying? Are they bridging to where it's connecting to the previous movie, and you see how their lives have moved on without him? They're going to MIT, but he's still watching in a way.
You know what? I bet that you're right. I bet they go to MIT, and I bet they go to grad school in New York, because MIT's in Boston, I think, right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I bet they go to grad school in New York or something, and that's why he ends up.
They're all together.
Yeah. That's my guess. Yeah.
I was trying to make sense of it. Why would we see this clip of them saying it's our first day of MIT, and then it's supposed to take place 4 years later? Why would you defer that long? Can you even defer that long to go to MIT? So
yeah.
Good question.
See. master's degree working.
Mm.
Asking the hard-hitting questions, though. Where does the web shoot out from now?
I dig it.
I'm sure you would.
Frank, final thoughts for tonight.
Justin, you said something that really caught my attention, and I'm not really good at math, but you said 9 months from now, Doomsday is going to come out.
Yes.
Which had me thinking, if I got a chick pregnant today,
Hi, Jesus
what would
Christ.
come out first, the baby or the movie?
The
And
movie.
If the baby came out first, I was thinking about this while I was talking. I was like, I would name him Robert Downey Von Doom. Just respect to the character / man Robert Downey Jr. So those are my final thoughts.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
The movie would still come out first. I will put money on that. I'm a terrible bettor, but I would put money on that.
Well, you know, in Batman vs Superman, they birth a Doomsday in the movie.
They do.
Now Frank's talking about having a Doomsday baby. So like, you know, it's all connected, right? It's all connected.
And it was a girl, Roberta.
Roberta.
Not Martha
or Tina Stark or something.
Tina Stark.
Von Doom.
Von Doom.
Oh man.
Victoria Von Doom. There you go.
Oh, I like that. Call her Tori for short.
Yeah, I like that. That.
Okay. We
Better yet, Antoinette, and call her Tony for short.
Inside joke right there, bud. That's an inside joke.
And
we are off the rails. Like we're like in the median. We're in the other lane. We're just like going. Where we're going, there are no roads. We don't need
right.
Country road, take me home.
Get this copy strike with that.
Not likely, not unless we're Sony.
So, Brittany, now that people know our thoughts on everything, not just the brand new day trailer, but especially that, how can they let us know what they thought about it?
I mean, do what Carolyn's been doing today in our live chat, and that is to join us for every live stream that we have here on YouTube. We appreciate you all taking your time out of your day to join us, whether you actually participate in the live chat or not. Your views help our channel out so much. So thank you once again for taking the time being here. Shout out to Carolyn DJ, of course, once again. And if you're watching our replay, be sure to leave a comment down below on your thoughts about the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. We will definitely respond. We love the engagement. But also, while you're at it, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as hit the like button and hit that notification bell. That way you know the next time we go live, which will be next week, to talk about the god-awful thing that Justin wants to talk about, because he just won't stop talking about it. Anyway, also follow all of our social media. You can find the links in the description box down below. And then check out our audio podcasts available to you on Spotify and other podcast platforms. Give us a follow and give us a 5-star rating.
Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. So for Brittany and for Frank, I'm Justin saying thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Shout out to Mercer Tomei, aka Hot May.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Mission, we love you.